With a commanding 36-19 victory over the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars have sent a clear message to the league. They're here to compete. This win wasn't just another tick in the win column. It was a showcase of their evolving prowess and determination. Key plays like Trevor Lawrence's deep strike, a beautiful exhibition of timing and precision, and Travis Etienne's breakaway run that left defenders grasping at thin air have fans buzzing with excitement. The defense held its ground too, with Devin Lloyd's game-changing interception and a crucial red zone stand that crushed any hopes of a Colts comeback. The turning point is happening right now as the Jaguars solidify their identity as a balanced, resilient team poised for a playoff run. They're not just winning, they're redefining how they win, with resilience and balance forming the backbone of their strategy. By the end of this breakdown, you'll understand how the Jaguars' offense, defense, and coaching are aligning for success. The excitement is palpable, but the question is, can they keep this momentum rolling into the next few weeks? Stay tuned as we break down the components of this emerging powerhouse and explore what's truly changed for Jacksonville and how they can sustain this momentum. Just a week ago, the Jaguars were a team full of potential, but still searching for consistency, especially in the passing game. There was a sense of anticipation surrounding them, almost as if they were a dormant giant waiting to awaken. Trevor Lawrence's talent was unmistakable, but his completion percentage and occasional turnovers had fans holding their breath every time he dropped back to pass. The run game was the backbone, but questions remained if it could carry the team when the passing game faltered. Now, they're emerging as a cohesive unit, showcasing resilient balance on both sides of the ball. The offense and defense seem to have found a rhythm that resonates with the core philosophy of resilient balance. Their new identity is one of resilience, but there's still room for improvement, especially in the passing game. Trevor Lawrence's completion percentage remains a concern, despite his growing confidence and leadership. Can they address these areas while maintaining their newfound balance? This is the key tension that the Jaguars must navigate if they want to truly ascend into the upper echelons of the league. Trevor Lawrence's transformation into a more confident, resilient quarterback is the backbone of this offense. His ability to limit turnovers has been a central factor in the Jaguars' recent success. Lawrence has thrown for 2,800 yards and 18 touchdowns this season, numbers that suggest a quarterback finding his stride. While national critics point to his 59.5% completion percentage as a cause for concern, local fans see a quarterback growing into his role, reducing errors and making timely plays. His deep strike against the Colts was a testament to his arm strength and vision, creating opportunities downfield that were previously lacking. Travis Etienne continues to be a game changer, breaking through defenses with explosive runs. With 917 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns to his name, Etienne is proving to be an indispensable part of the Jaguars' offensive arsenal. His ability to find holes and exploit defenses adds a layer of unpredictability that keeps opposing coordinators on their toes. The offensive line deserves credit too for providing Lawrence with protection and creating lanes for Etienne to exploit. There's a quiet confidence in Jacksonville that the pieces are falling into place. The local buzz emphasizes Lawrence's resilience and adaptation to a new playing style that complements Etienne's dynamism. While the national narrative might focus on Lawrence's accuracy, the real story is about a young quarterback and an explosive running back forging a partnership that could become the envy of the league. This is a duo that embodies the resilience and balance the Jaguars are striving for. The Jaguars' defense is playing with an aggressive, opportunistic edge, consistently creating turnovers that shift the momentum in their favor. This was on full display against the Colts, where the defense made pivotal stops and seized opportunities. Devin Lloyd has been a revelation, leading the charge with critical interceptions that have not only halted drives, but energized the entire team. His standout performances, including the interception against the Colts, have become emblematic of the defense's identity. While the pass rush and pressure details remain under wraps, what we can see is a unit that attacks together and backs each other up at every play. The Jaguars' secondary, with Lloyd leading by example, has been crucial in maintaining coverage and making timely plays. The key red zone stand against Indianapolis was a perfect example of their resilience, denying the Colts any chance of closing the gap. While some adjustments are still needed, like refining coverage schemes or honing their blitz packages, this defense is becoming a force to be reckoned with. Jacksonville's defensive unit is setting the tone for the team's success. They're not just stopping offenses, they're dictating terms, forcing turnovers, and making game-changing plays. This opportunistic style is a cornerstone of their newfound identity and will be critical as they face tougher opponents in the weeks to come. The coaching staff is focused on unlocking each player's potential by allowing them to play to their strengths. This week, the emphasis was on letting players be themselves rather than fitting them into preconceived molds. It's a refreshing approach that respects individual talents and encourages players to express those on the field. This philosophy has fostered a sense of unity and confidence within the team, allowing each player to perform at their best without the weight of trying to fit into a rigid system. Though we lack specific details on in-game decision styles or personnel usage, the overarching plan is clear. Build a team around the player's natural abilities and strengths. This coaching style isn't just about tactics. It's about creating an environment where players feel valued and motivated to contribute. By building around the player's natural abilities, the Jaguars are setting the stage for sustained success, a strategy that creates long-term optimism. This coaching philosophy is creating a culture of belief and resilience. Players are thriving under a system that values individuality and strengths, which in turn translates to more cohesive team play on the field. It's a strategy that resonates with the team's mission to establish a resilient balance, both on the field and in the locker room. The coaching adjustments are a key driver behind the Jaguars' upward trajectory, making them a team to watch in the playoff race. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and Devin Lloyd are the pillars of this rising Jaguars core. They're not just performing, they're redefining what it means to be a Jaguar, each in their unique way. Lawrence's leadership and improved decision-making have inspired confidence throughout the roster. Etienne's explosive ability to change the game on any play has become a focal point for the offense. And Lloyd's defensive acumen is anchoring a unit that thrives on creating turnovers. In the locker room, there's a strong signal of unity and support for Lawrence, with teammates ready to rally behind him. This camaraderie is essential as the Jaguars strive to establish a young core that reflects their resilient identity. Lawrence is recognized as the leader, Etienne as the offensive catalyst, and Lloyd as the defensive anchor, roles that each player embraces and thrives in. This rising core is not just about individual talent. It's the heart of Jacksonville's new identity. The synergy between these players is palpable, and it's that chemistry that's driving the Jaguars forward. They're the embodiment of a team on the rise, one that's poised to make waves not just this season, but in years to come. This core isn't just talented. They're the backbone of Jacksonville's new, resilient identity. National critics have been quick to point out Lawrence's completion percentage and question the defense's ability to maintain turnover production. While these criticisms aren't entirely without merit, they miss the bigger picture. Locally, there's a growing appreciation for Lawrence's resilience and the defense's aggressive play style. The Jacksonville faithful understand that Lawrence is evolving, learning to make better decisions, and becoming a more complete quarterback. It's not just about the numbers. It's about growth and capability. As for the defense, the turnover production isn't merely a product of luck. It's the result of a deliberate, opportunistic strategy. This defense is designed to take risks and capitalize on mistakes, a philosophy that has paid dividends in recent games. Critics are missing the bigger picture of a team evolving into a cohesive unit. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. Soon, they'll see a team that's not just surviving, but thriving. The Jaguars are more than the sum of their parts, and as they continue to improve and gel as a team, the national narrative will shift. They'll see a team that's not only overcoming challenges, but doing so with style and determination, making them a legitimate contender in the playoff race. The Jaguars must maintain their balanced offense and aggressive defense to keep this momentum. These elements have been critical to their recent success, and staying consistent in these areas will be vital as they face more challenging opponents. However, there's room for improvement, particularly in Lawrence's accuracy and decision-making under pressure. Fine-tuning these aspects could unlock the team's full potential, making them even more formidable. Fans should watch Lawrence's performance in high-pressure situations as a true measuring stick. How he responds to adversity in tight game situations will be indicative of the team's capability to handle playoff-caliber opposition. The next few weeks are crucial, and maintaining their current level of play could set the stage for a deep playoff run. If the Jaguars continue this trajectory, they're not just playoff contenders, they're a force in the making. The pieces are falling into place, and with continued growth and consistency, there's genuine optimism about what this team can achieve. They're on the brink of something special, and the next few weeks will be telling and defining their season. The Jaguars are emerging as a resilient, balanced team ready for the playoffs. This transformation hasn't happened overnight. It's the result of hard work, determination, and strategic adjustments. Jacksonville, your team is on the rise, and the best is yet to come. There's an exciting journey ahead, and this is just the beginning. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth analysis and exciting content. The Jaguars are not just playing the game, they're changing it. As they continue to evolve and embrace their new identity, keep watching as this team makes its mark on the NFL.
If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to keep up to date with more football stories and events.